Good evening. My name is Caitlin Texas Poker, and welcome to Fall Fest on PokerStars USA. We got a very fun series, and tonight we're going to be playing several of these Fall Fest events. I think we get event number 1, 2, 3, and 4 tonight, plus a lot of saddies for some other stuff. It's going to be a big weekend of fun. Anyway, jumping straight into the action, I'm on one Saddie table here. This is one of these $5 Saddies into the $100 event, and they're giving away 3 tickets. So I'm going to go ahead and limp along with the fam here. And then I'm going to shove here in the Big Ten. And the Big Ten, I'm already in for 3 somehow. Well, because I lost a giant. So there was a limp ISO bet, and then I 3-bet the ISO bet to 15 bigs pre, and I got 3 callers, ace high flop, and I have kings, and I let it felt me. It's not my proudest moment. For sure it's not my proudest moment, but it did happen. And then in my next bullet, there was an open and a flat, and then I'm on the button with 2 tens. Both of the other players that have entered the pot have 50 blinds. I cover everybody on the table. So I go ahead and yeet my 2 tens, just power jam it straight into their buttholes. And unfortunately, the middle player, the player in the middle, which is usually the one you don't have to worry with, right? Because he flatted the original open. Anyway, he decided I was full of shit, which I wasn't, but he called off with ace 9 suited, and he turned an ace. So that's what got us. Oh, no, wait, I guess we're still just in for 2 bullets then, right? If I'm still short. Yeah, this is still bullet 2, but I'm just like, I'm 31 of 31 right now. It's not looking incredibly great. I went ahead and threw up the stream a little early tonight because it's Fall Fest and we got so much going on. And I wanted to have like a nice long week, a nice long sesh with my besties. That being you. You're the besties. So thank you for tuning in. All right, let me know if the music's too loud, too soft. I always love music feedback. Never get it. Never, not once in my damn life have I gotten it, but I still keep trying. Oh, this song fucks. All right, we got the gut shot. There's definitely a board we want to bet bigger on. I think I want to go the full 3 blinds. Oh, we just clicked it back. I think we just have just enough equity that we're not folding for the click back. That's a really good card for us. So he should be checking on this card a lot. A lot. Now we are double gutted. We're going to check just out of respect to the check raise, Doesn't mean we aren't capable of having aces there. We did not get there. I should have just bet the turn now that I think about it. Well, no, I knew jacks were coming next and that I'd make a lot of money in this hand. So I got a little patient with it. All right, my 4-minute sort of isolation on myself is gone. Well, hopefully our YouTube stream will stay up today. For those of you that joined us earlier in the week, we're all in again here in this Big Ten versus a limp. Oh my God, what a great spot. What a phenomenal spot. Got him. All right, meanwhile over here, that's a pretty good flop for jacks. We went ahead and checked it because we're multi-way. All right, I don't believe this bet for an absolute second. This is just a guy who has position and is stabbing, like I said. All right, let's open that Chatterooski. Subscribe to earn drops. What are drops, y'all? I don't know. I'm by myself in this. I'm a little earlier tonight, so maybe tough goings here in the early hours. To be determined. What's up, Waco Scrub? Aren't I just glowing? Aren't I just the glowingest? Okay, we want to apply pressure to hands that are just like a 7 or other things. I think we're still ahead a lot. I'm comfortable betting that amount. Ugh. And that just blew up in our face, didn't it? Didn't it? All right, YouTube is allowing us to stream, so I assume that means that they accepted my appeal. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Smash that like button if you're watching on the YouTubes. Give me a little love. Always appreciate the love. What is that? Why'd the music stop? Did the song just end? Okay, the song just ended. All right, we're gonna limp call. Poker and I were battling 3-way in the horse tournament. I played the afternoon horse tournament. There were 31 entries, and get this, guys, I won the event. And I also won the 8 game last night. I did a lot of, okay, now we got a combo draw here. We don't really care if we get check raised, so we're gonna go ahead and start betting just to prevent him, you know, winning with something like a deuce or something. Yeah, so I was 3-handed with Poker in the horse event, and we took it down. I was heads up with the other person, but I don't remember what his deal was. I have provided Musbec feedback previously. I don't really remember that. I don't really remember that, Waco. I don't. Fall Fest, day 1. Oh my god. A little hairball, that's kind of nasty. Alright, we gotta change this YouTube thumbnail and title. All the things. Oh, they gotta make me say, no, it's not for children. It's not for children. Oh my god, so many things. Fall Fest, November. All right, got that thumbnail swapped out. For those of y'all that were in my stream on Tuesday, you saw me satty my way into the high roller and then luck box my way through the high roller all the way to a podium finish. I finished 3rd. Was it 3rd or 4th? Pretty sure it's 3rd for what was it? I finished 3rd for 2,400. But a very exciting hand happened at the beginning of the sesh. Well, not at the beginning of the sesh, but after I won the Satty seat and I was like maybe 2 to 5 levels into because, you know, tournament online is so quick levels, but it was like, I tried to check raise with a gut shot and I misclicked for 7. I meant to make it 7 blinds. And I made it 77 blinds, and my opponent's snap went all in. I only had 12 blinds behind with 80 already committed. So We went ahead and chased it, and right on the turn, no sweat, we banked that 7. So I made a little clip out of it, show it some love on social media. It's on Twitter. I put the short on YouTube, and it's also on Instagram. Been trying to post more frequently. Everyone says you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. I don't really know that I even see a difference in my views when I'm posting more, but I'm going to give it the old college try. Sorry, someone just sent me a really funny tweet. And then, of course, there was all the Twitter drama yesterday, y'all. What the hell is in everyone's cornflakes? You know what it is? It's because there are like 7 different planets in retrograde right now. 7 different planets, or 5, sorry. I don't even think there's 7 planets to be in retrograde. Oh my God, IT. This is probably a little too wide. IT, I got to meet him at NAPT. We met playing the horse event. He likes to play mix. I haven't seen him mix in the last few days, but he's one of our mix buddies. Waco Scrub, watch streak. Currently on a 3-stream walk streak. Let's go. Well, you're not completely by yourself, James. We got 3 other friends in there with you. Here's your friendly reminder to please follow on Twitch if you haven't already. Use those custom Caitlin emotes. We're getting damn close to 1,200 followers, y'all. Just inching along on that follower count. Lord knows I don't buy them when they're this low. You know what I mean? That's part of the whole Twitter drama. And then, well, the big thing was that, well, I should probably wait till there are more people in the chat to start gossiping, really and truly, right? Fuck it. We can talk about it again later. People come in and out. It's fine. But yeah, Abby, who has done this before, got a little self-righteous about a WPT meme post, which was actually a video that was originally posted by Shishimi, where this gal was, you know, having just a gay old time, grinding on a poker table. People were throwing chips and money at her, and no one was, like, ogling her. Like, you couldn't see her cooter or her titter. Like, you know, I think it was pretty chaste, all things considered. Oh, my God, it happened again, but this time we're on the right side of it. Let's go. 40 BBs in the Big Ten. It's so big. Yeah. So anyway, Abby got a little self-righteous about, you know, reducing women to a sex symbol was her exact words. And the entire community jumped down her throat immediately because it's kind of what she likes to do to herself, eh? Posts a lot of bikini pics, a lot of questionable angles, questionable costume choices. And a lot of people, including Haley, who's been on somewhat of a tear auditing content creators herself lately, very publicly accused Wolfgang and Corey of buying followers. And honestly, I've long suspected some content creators are buying followers, but I don't know how to prove it. She's using some sort of third-party app. I don't know what's happening with my music. Called Social Blade to look all this information up. I don't know. A lot of these websites that are like watchdogs on follower counts and stuff, it's like, who's to say how reliable they are? Like, I don't know. All I know is I've never bought followers because I think it's lame. But then it's like that someone did a poll and they were like, is it messed up or wrong for people to buy followers? And not as many people were like, boo, as I thought they would be. There were a lot of people that were just like, hey, it's like the cost of doing business. Like, if you want to have a plumbing company in Arkansas, you advertise during Matlock. Like, that's just sort of par for the course what we do. That's how we get the name out there. We buy several thousand bots for our credibility. I don't know. I tend to think that definitely 100% of it isn't organic, especially after Corey. So when things got heated up in the Twitter drama last night, Corey decided to post a sort of rebuttal to Haley and sort of, I guess, try to take the heat off Abby. Abby and him are probably dating, but they do this whole will they, won't they, are they not thing for the social medias. But I think they're dating, but I'm not close with either of them, so I truly don't know. But he swoops in and calls Haley a dumbass. But he recorded this 2-minute video, and he honestly, like, it reminded me, like, he didn't seem to believe what he was saying. Like, there were these he was like, yeah, so you dumbass. And he kept saying dumbass. Like, he just didn't have a lot of conviction. He went there, but I don't know. He's really young, and he's in there in the big leagues. A lot of people are dogging on his girl and on him, you know? Like, he probably did the best he could. I don't know. If anybody other than me and my husband want to talk about this, we'd be glad to go over it with you. Oh, bummer. I have to check this. I hate checking back flops when I opened early. All right, I think we can get one in on the river. Get called by a jack. King high, I don't know. Not for children. You know it. If you're watching, come in, say hi. Come back later. Wait for more people to hang out. I'll just be in here grinding away, flapping my gums. What is going on with my music? I almost feel like there's a neighbor that has like a remote that's like fucking with it. All right. Since literally 0 people are watching, I do not feel guilty about giving y'all a first break, quiet break. But for those of you that are watching this in replay, like my Italian friend Vincenzo, how do I say? Buonasera. I am going to throw away this trash and be back with you shortly. Okay, I'm gonna experiment with this fun like nightlight I have. This like groovy lights. I don't know. That'll be fun. But yeah, when more people come in and filter in, what's up, Vincenzo? I was just talking about you. Buonasera. You're watching live, buddy. I hardly ever see you live. How's your day going? Eating some spaghetti. Is that offensive to assume an Italian person is eating pasta? Maybe. Maybe. I really do like this song. All right, let's see what's starting up. Let's take a look at the schedule. We've got a mini Fright Night Saddie. It's a $3 Saddie into the 30. They're giving away 6 tickets. Got to jump in there. Big value there. And then we got Fall Fest event number 4. What is event number 4? 4 is a $50 PKO. We'll take any PKO discounts we can get. I've been doing really, really well, y'all. Been playing and getting really good results over the last few online sessions since I threw the stream back up. I think I'm up like 2K, which, you know, when the average buy-in is like probably $20 between all these $5 saddies I play and all the rest, it's not too bad. We're pretty happy with it. All right, so this is a saddie to the mini, and then this is a saddie to the 50. Saddie to the PKO. Oh, we got Boondock on one of our tables. How are you doing, Boondock? Tune into the stream so that you can stream snipe me. And then also so that I'll have more than a half dozen viewers. What's up, Rachel Atten? Thanks for joining us. 1,000 like per Caitlin. Oh my gosh, I gotta plug this Italiano into a Google Translate, my guy. Google Translate. Where did that? Cards on the table. She's worthy and nice, ironic, and very good at streaming. Hell yeah, Vincenzo. Thank you. How do I say thank you? Grazia? Is it grazia? Yeah, grazie. Grazie. All right, so now we got 4 tables open. Let's get this Saddie Mini in there. Oh, damn. They're really putting the pressure on immediately. All right. So wish us all the luck for this fight night. Okay, we'll go back to that Ace King in a second. I just want to get my 4 tables sized. It's Saddie hour o'clock, y'all. Oh my God, why does my music keep doing that? It's bumming me out. Like, I don't have enough going on already. All right, we're going to be all in with that Ace King. Power yeet. What's up, Money? Good evening. What's on top for the first day of the fall series? It's Friday Night Fight, which is typical of a PokerStars Friday night, as we know. Do I want to flat here? Ooh, with these short stacks behind me, I kind of feel like it might just be best to fold because I'm gonna hate to call off 3, but I'm gonna really hate to call off fucking 18. Beep beep beep. But yeah, it's Saddie hour o'clock. We're getting warmed up with some Saddies. We're streaming a little bit earlier than we normally do. I'm just really trying to get that Spraggy stream so we can get some new friends in here. And he was down to 2 tables, so I didn't want to risk it. Wanted to make sure we were fired up and ready to catch the raid if he's feeling so generous tonight as to send us a bunch of new friends for Friday Night Fight. All right, did I catch up on everything? I think so. All right. Let's turn these Satty tables yellow. I feel like we decided yellow was Satty table. And then green was regular. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. All right. A little C betterooski there. And then I have woken up with aces in the small blind over here. That's pretty exciting. We take it down with the C bet in the other Sati. All right, we've been called, and we flopped the nuts. Sans quad sixes. So we're going to go ahead and give our opponent a little bit of rope to catch up. And he's taken the bait immediately. So let's do a little tanky tank. Like we got a real hard decision. And then we'll call her off. All right, hopefully he has a flush, right? This music is driving me absolutely bonkers. I don't know why it keeps turning off. I really don't. He's probably gonna up. We get the stack. We get the stack. We get the stack. We also just want a pot with jacks over here in this Sati. And then this is the pot that has checked down. I don't think we get anybody to fold ace highs or a pair. So yeah, we're just going to check it down. Over here in this Friday fight, the $5 into the $100 event. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. We flopped top pair. Good kicker. What's up, Andy Day? I heard you got married. Congratulations or condolences, whichever is more appropriate. Definitely congratulations. I love my husband. He's the light of my life. All right, what's going on? We got a bet and a raise here. Gosh, King 8 of diamonds sure does shrink up. And he's bet half his stack. All right, we'll concede the pot. We'll concede the pot. I am very curious. Oh, no, we were in great shape. Oh, no, we would have won. Fucking nit, Caitlin. You're a nit. All right, over here we defended our big blind. We flopped top pair on pretty spicy board. I don't think we can fold to that bet, of course. Oh, damn. Rough run out. Oh, we got to flip down here. Flip down here. Ooh, we're ahead. Okay, for whatever reason, the straight checked that river up there. I guess they were worried about a boat. I'm going to give that person a... Well, the screen name is Nuts Only. The person who checked the straight is called Nuts Only, so I suppose we should make a little note there. True to their name. True to their name. I'm putting this in all caps only because the caps lock was on. I don't know that I feel that strongly about it. We only really have the one sample size. For those of you that don't know, I don't play with the HUD. I'm not tracking your stats. I watch your behavior. I notice patterns, and if you do something goofy or unusual, I make a note of it. And that's about all it is. It's not been a very good poker day for money. Oh, no. But it has been a good poker week. All right, that's good. All right, we got a couple of 9s up here in this satellite. I'm getting a bit of a tummy ache. I'm going to grab some aspirin here in a second. See, this is my husband. He locks in with the good advice. Yesterday doesn't matter. Lock in and focus today on what you're capable of. That's my man. Gosh, that's such a small bet size. Do you think he has kings or queens here? Maybe we'll get lucky and he has ace king or ace queen. All right, the fact that he bet, I think, is good for us. All right, now we're open-ended. We ain't going anywhere. All right, we made the straight. You love to see it. He could have 10s full or something. Of course there are hands that beat us. That's not one of them, though. That's not one of them. Meanwhile, down here, we've made trip jacks. It was a limp pot. We let out the turn. It was very multi-way. So now we're going to bet for value, get called by a king, things like that. Things of this nature. Oh, damn. Well, we are going to have to call that, unfortunately, just because we have 3 of a kind. He did have us outkicked. Maybe I could have found a fold there, but I don't know, y'all. 3 of a kind's pretty strong, eh? All right, we're calling it all in here in this Satty. We're way behind. Ooh, there's a prayer. No longer a prayer, but that's okay. He had less than 2 big blinds. Here we made kind of a dubious open off of our stack size. Get immediately punished. All right, now we've got that second nut flush draw. Maybe he'll give us a free card. Maybe it's a scare card. It is nuts only, though. Remember what we learned about nuts only? But look at that price. He's laying me 3. I mean, for that price, you're going to twist my arm about it. All right. Meanwhile, over here, we're receiving more gifts. Gifts and bounties. Gifts and bounties. Turned him pretty much dead. And then we continue to donate to nuts only on our Big 10 table. I'm not going to rebuy this Big 10. This Big 10 has been unlucky to me. I mean, I know I'm only in for the 2 bullets and it's like $20, whatever, but I have not been able to grow my chip stack at all. Not even a little bit. It's been very depressing. Andy says, yay, love that for you. My husband was a pain in the ass. Hence the cynical attitude. Well, I'm so sorry. My husband has been a pain in the ass, like maybe once in the entire like year plus that we've been together. So we've been running good so far. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in because like I said, you know, I kind of feel like this is a cursed bullet. And I'd almost rather get it off the plate because everything else is going so well. I'm chip leading the one Satty, third in chips in the other Satty. Like, I mean, it's our Satty day. It may not be Big 10 day, and that's okay. I really do like this playlist. I just wish the phone... I feel like maybe the app is closing when my screen goes dead, but it's never done that before. I don't get it. Maybe I need to lock the screen or something. Full double with aces full. You know what? I mean, I knew he made that flush, or I was hopeful he did at least. Do we like the funky lights, y'all? How are we feeling? See? Does it add like that little extra something special? Just give you a little bit more of it. So in this satellite, they're giving away 3 tickets. So we are in beautiful position. Reg is already closed. 21 players left. Just the prettiest of spots. Big Ten still has 36 minutes of registration. And even though we are short, we do not have plans to rebuy. And I'm going to be really firm about that. As firm as I've ever been about a lot of things, I suppose. My husband's been a pain in the ass maybe one time in our entire relationship. I'm sure I've been a pain in the ass at least a half dozen. I'm up on him in pain in the assery. I'm pretty confident about that. Just picking up chips in this Saddie. More we get, the more fun the end will be. And then look at what's happening in this Saddie. Just ripping 40 bigs. I'll fold ace high, no problem. No problem if you're going to be dramatic about it. So our color system, I've decided, is yellow felts are satellite tables. Green felts are regular events. And then what else did I decide? Green felts are regular events, and purple felts are mixed games. That's the system that I've put into place. Feedback. I don't know that feedback is welcome, to be honest. Why don't you mind your own business about it if you don't like it? We got backdoor flush, backdoor straight. We got king high. This is sort of a... it's just not that strong of a... Okay, I'm going to look them up. Now you've got the club draw. I just really don't believe this young man has a queen, but it would be a very expensive error, right? I think he would play a queen this way, right? I really don't want to lose this pot. I was tempted to just yeet it, to be honest. And now I can't. Gonna click it over here. This blind v blind limp situation. You're a major pain in the ass? Hardly. You wish. Stop, music. Stay with me, music. Ooh, combo draw. Yeah, I don't think a bluff's gonna work here, buddy. I have all the netted hands, unfortunately. I'm willing to gamble with you. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm able to check there. I was about to say we're back above 20 blinds, but then the blinds went up. Whoops-a-daisy. You'll take the under on a half dozen? What a sweetie pie. But yeah, let me know if y'all were following that Twitter gossip, and if you want to, that Twitter fights yesterday, and if you're interested in gossiping and talking about it. But I certainly don't want to chew your ear off about it if no one's interested. You have to titillate me a little bit to speak on it. Just a little bit, please. One up pot there, hold there. This is a really great playlist. I'm a fan of the playlist going on right now. I'm not even gonna lie to yous. Yeet. You got yeeted on. All right, back above 20 bigs until the blinds go up again, surely. Flips, flips, flips. Alright, I should probably get out of the way with the click there, yeah. Alright, this guy's a bit of an unknown quantity, so we're not gonna fuck around. All right, Gog Krieger to our left. Very solid player. Yeah, it is lonely in that YouTube chat, James. All right, we're calling off here with the jacks. I feel good about it. Oh my God. I didn't. Well, my side pot is bigger with the tens though, I think. So, no, but it's still sizable. I don't remember what I had at the beginning of the hand. How many chips did I have? Oh, I actually made money. Oh God, and then over here, that's so tempting, but we can't. Our worst ace, you have to be joking. Up here, we just have to, with our suited Dolly Parton. Gonna need to find a 5. Can't do it. Flips. Sevens hold. Sorry. Whoa. I don't know if this should have been a yeet. What do you think? Go with the little 20% bet on this king low low dry board. I think he's capable of raising pretty light, so I'm not going anywhere. He is going to hammer me on the turn, though. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm grabbing some liquid to leave. Ooh. Oh, Harry the Hammer. Harry the Hammer do like to be hammering me. That is fair. Let's get greedy with it. Let's get greedy with it. He want to be sticky. Let's get greedy with it. Let's get greedy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Sometimes he calls me. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 2x pot is suspicious. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. He's so sus with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Unless it's delayed slow roll. We got too greedy, but you know what? Not versus him. Not versus him. All right, we flopped the second nuts. Someone's betting into us. Always a good time. Always a good time. Board pairs. We're still not sweating it. Oh, especially facing the check. All right, so I think we want to get called by, like, hands with an ace. She, like, obviously has an ace, right? So what's an offer an ace can't refuse? Okay, apparently she could refuse it. I think opening that, I don't think that's something we want to be doing 100% of the time. Maybe it's a mix. Since there are two other people on the table, I swear to God, if this music keeps turning off, I'm going to throw my phone into the ocean. Just kidding. It's the Hudson River. The Hudson River is the one I live by. All right, and then here we flopped just enough for the stop and go poker push, and unfortunately he had the very hand that beat us. RIP mini satellite. Oh, Gin Willie. Gin Willie, what could you possibly be bluffing with? What could you possibly be bluffing with? He opened to 4.5 over there, so we're not going to take the defend with the Jack 7 suited. Ooh, a couple of ladies. Don't mind if we do. So, oh, I'm going to just be all in. He made it really easy on me. I was thinking about what size I was going to make it, but... Oh, everybody got a strong one. Okay. All right, great spot, great spot. Oh my God, phenomenal spot. Okay, it's because I spoke into existence that I thought, all right, do you want to call this? Yes, yes we do. Well, damn, Harry. Well, damn, Harry. Oh my God, with the gut shot, he said. With the gut shot. That's some Caitlin bullshit over there. That's some bullshit I would pull. And I'd make a video about how it was an accident later. Just kidding, it was an accident. It was 100% an accident. The consistent was that buying followers was okay. Honestly, that seemed to be what a lot, like someone, I forget who did a poll. Was it Haley? She said, but she like said, does buying, so what I'm basing it off is Haley said, does buying followers make you a scammer? And I think that's different than if people, like if they said, is buying followers lame? Maybe like 70 or 80%. Like, I don't know. I'm not a freaking statistician. I don't have my finger on the pulse that much. I know what I think and what a lot of my friends think, but I don't know. I did seem to see a fair amount of, okay, can we bet here for value safely? Yeah. I decided we can. But I don't know. Did anybody else get the impression? I think like a lot of people were taking up for Wolfgang and Corey. Like Johnny Vibes was in there. Mike Brady was in there. Rampage was in there. There was a lot of people showing the love to those boys, those Gen Z boys. So I think a lot of people don't think that they did. I don't pretend to know the truth. I have my suspicions. They did have sort of a skyrocketing growth. And I mean, they have huge followings that are like a mainstream following. And I didn't think there was that kind of audience in poker generally. Like back when my videos were doing really, really well, that like for the first 18 months I was making them like maybe 1 to 3 times a month, I'd get like 100K to 250K impressions on Twitter. My very first one got over 1 million. That one was, the start of it all. But I mean, I'm not good at the platforms that they're doing well on. I've had most of my success on Twitter, so I don't know that I'm the barometer of what that success would be. I know that like there did seem to be like big jumps in the followers of some of these creators and that they go from nothing to nowhere. But I mean, that happens with like a lot of the tools that they offer with Meta right now. You can do trial reels, and if you use their own editing software, then they favor you more. And if you're doing like a lot of 6 and 7 minute videos, like I don't know, there are a lot of different strategies. It's okay to sexualize oneself, just not others sexualize you. I guess the people that are defending Abby, they're saying, yeah, that it's different, that like it's okay to like express yourself sexually on your own platform, but like a company shouldn't be sexualizing another woman. But it doesn't look like this woman was being filmed without her consent or didn't like not want Shishimi to be filming or want Shishimi to share it to the internet originally. And by the time WPT had shared it, like Shishimi's post had already gone viral. That video had already received 1 million views. Because why wouldn't it? It was like this bacchanal celebration of fun. I mean, nobody seemed to be like hurting or threatened or anything. Like it definitely all seemed like consensual adult fun. So it went viral. But yeah, I guess some people say there's a difference between expressing oneself sexually on a personal platform as opposed to like a company doing it. A lot of people, and I mean, Rob Gardner was sort of talking in the same vein. Did anyone see Rob Gardner's post? So Rob Gardner was talking about how like he thinks that our industry is too obsessed with like views in general right now, and that we're aiming for the lower, the basket of deplorables, as Hillary Clinton would say, I suppose. Like we're reaching for the lowest common denominator where we need quality, not quantity. And I think that's true too. I mean, like there's definitely some truth to that, but definitely I saw some of the trying to get Harry to come along. Thank you. I'll take it all. 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 But yeah, I think the big problem that at least I had with what Abby did and with what a lot of, people that I've talked to about it with is that she felt the need to tag Nikki and Jamie and be like, well, what do you think about this? And like make them answer for it. Like, you're a woman, what do you think? And like thereby holding them. And Jackie articulated this really well, Jackie Burkhart, that's like you're holding them to a higher standard than their male colleagues. And so that's sort of having like the reverse effect. And that it's sort of like this, we're calling out, we're standing up for women, but we're like tearing down and calling out other women to do that. Sort of like how when Abby really came down hard on Melissa for her and Shishimi had an argument like 3 years ago, back in the day when OnlyFriends was going and Melissa was still on it regularly, and Shishimi had been shading her in the DMs and Melissa had had enough. So she called Shishimi out on the show, and Abby took it upon herself to put herself in the middle and like clipped the clip of Melissa being shady and none of her side of the story, and just was like, this is terrible. How can we allow women to speak like this? And like blah, blah, blah. So it's like she says she means well, but like, then how come it's always women that are the collateral damage of this stuff? All right. Flu straw. We got a flu straw. Newt flu straw. Oh, he betting big, too. All right. We're not going anywhere, probably. I mean, if you got it, you got it. Got him. We got him. You see, sir, there I had a straight draw and a flush draw. I was looking back at your answer to my question yesterday about the WSOP documentary series. You've mentioned that you felt the interviews were more surface letter and not a conflict. Could you explain? Well, I mean, like, I thought Maria's content was really good when she talked about how, you know, like she never felt like she got approval from her parents. Like, I don't think that's a surface level conversation, but I didn't think like the overall story, like as an arc of them at this event had that much drama in it, you know what I mean? But I thought it looked beautiful. They did such a good job with all the finishes, and I think like the footage they got, I'm confident they made like the best possible product out of that. I agree with Haley a little bit about this. Haley has talked about how she's like they kind of needed like a story producer in there who had the mind of someone who can like craft some. Anyway, we're down to 11 people on this satellite. Got 3 tickets, $45. Definitely want to chat and gossip with y'all in the spirit of a Caitlin stream, but we also we've been playing really good poker lately, so we want to keep that ball rolling. We've been winning Sadie seats, we've been cashing tournaments, we've been final tabling, and we definitely want to keep that energy going. But if you have any more specific questions about the gossip and stuff, but I have already written a sketch. I'm going to be filming a sketch about all of it tomorrow. So you'll get whatever my editorial thoughts are through that. Through the veil of my art, if I can be pretentious enough to say such a thing. And get a chance. I haven't looked at episodes 4 through 6. I stopped at episode 3. I honestly thought the whole like Wolfgang on the Zoom call getting his chains and ordering the smoothie and hitting on Lexi Gavin in front of her husband. I wasn't as into that as much. All right, we got the Circadian Raid. Thank you. Welcome into the chat, into my stream. We've got 3 tables going. It's Saturday hour o'clock. We've got our first event starting right now, the $5 warm-up. I'm going to reg that in a little bit, but I'm going to try to lock up this Friday mega sat first before I add a 4th table, because we're doing a lot of chit-chatting today because there was a huge drama in poker yesterday. Everybody was so mad at each other. So we've just kind of been like dishing and rehashing that and kind of sprinkling in my thoughts here and there. I will say it's a bummer to see the entire community come after someone and like no one wants to see anybody dogpiled. Like it's rough to see someone dogpiled, but she really kind of stepped in it. She really stepped in it, and I think if she had kept Nikki and Jamie's name out of her mouth, she probably would not have received as much negative feedback. That's my honest take on it. All right, we're flipping. Can we hold on? We held on. Deuces never loses. Hi, everyone, and good luck in the grind. Caitlin, off to bed now. Get some sleep. Sleep tight. Make sure y'all are following Circadian. Great streamer. Great young man. Great player. Much better player than I am. You want to watch for any instructional. Oh, my God, y'all. I got the follow from Seth Davies. Oh, was I not following him already? Oh, no, wait. This has got to be a scam. Oh, it's a scam account. Okay, everybody look out for the Seth Davies scam account. I was like, I thought Seth and I already followed each other. Okay, we do. We do. This one has 2 eyes in the Davies. Scam account. Look out. Look out, Seth Davies. You got a scam account. Oh, my God. Spraggy and Tonka are playing video games. How fun. But if anybody else has any opinions they want to contribute on all of this stuff, be happy to entertain it. This is Grind and Gossip with Caitlin, after all. I do like to be true to the gossip. Has anybody said anything in our YouTube chat in 30 years? No. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, YouTube buries me under... I'm probably the last content creator that ever gets put on the homepage. Depressing stuff. Never been able to make a real run of it on the YouTubes. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, my God. I thought they were going to fold me out with my aces. I'm going to get an option, right? Where did my buttons go? Where did my buttons go? No slow roll. No slow roll here. And he's dead. We turned him dead. All right, back in the... All right. Trash Ninja can actually have worse flush draws here. We also probably... I mean... Ace Queen is probably the only hand we feel like really rotten for him to turn over, but I'm not going to call off half my stack. Yeah. I sensed your weakness, Trash Ninja. I sensed your weakness. He's throwing a horseshoe at me. Ace Queen was the one hand we really didn't want to see. All right, GG in the Big Ten. Like I said, we're not rebuying that because we've got other stuff coming up. Still got 2 statties left. We got a $5 statty into the $100 event, which is looking really primo because they're giving not 1, not 2, but 3 seats away and a few cash payments. Oh, I meant to call that. That was only 2 big blinds. Whoopsie. We're moving too fast. Sketch incoming. It's true. We got a sketch incoming. All right. Now that we've got that. Oh, my God. Music. My music keeps turning off. I'm going to fucking die. All right. Let's jump into that micro warm-up. So this is Fall Fest event numero uno. Fall Fest 1 micro. I keep timing out of this other one. All right, there's that. 89 of us battling. DJ is probably somewhere in there battling. Oh my God, aces again, y'all. When it rains, it pours. No slow rolls here, buddy. Oh my God, they have ace deuce again. Flopped him near dead. Turn was the kill shot. We are now on the final table. We have locked up $5.80. So that's 80-cent profit for those of y'all paying attention. But of course, we want one of those $100 seats on top. The 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place finishers will get $10. So we'll double our Sati money. But if we make that $100 seat, all of our Sati efforts will have been worthwhile. Just wake up with aces a few times, right? All right, let me keep an eye on when these events are starting. So we've got the one that we're in the Sati for. Do I want to be opening this? Yeah, why not? YOLO. What's the worst that can happen? I get 3-bet and I have to fold. Okay. There's also a free roll into a Sati that starts in 15 minutes. I think it's a no look. The last time they did one of these, it was a no look. Oh, it's a heads up shootout. Yeah. So it's a heads up shootout, like all in or fold. I'm going to go ahead and register that just because it's like fun as shit, right? And then, yeah, in 15 minutes, this event will start, but hopefully it will have secured our seat by then. And we'll go straight from this Sati into the table. And then we also have the mini, which starts in 45 minutes. So we'll see where that's going. We also have the change up tonight. Y'all know I've been on a mix game kick. So because the other stuff is PKO, I'll probably only fire one bullet into it because that's my weakness in my Stars online game is that I have not made the time to really make myself a formidable PKO player. I know a little something here or there, but I've been having more fun studying mixed games, and final table ICM is sort of the studying applications that I've been doing lately. So yeah. I think we got a 3-bet here. Of course, sucks to get shoved upon, but you know, what are you going to do? All right, I really don't think it would be a good idea to c-bet here, as much fun as that would be. Boo! Boo! I hated that. It felt terrible. It felt terrible, but nines are too strong. Nines are too strong. What are we going to do? You had friggin' nines, bro. Were you supposed to just let a button get in there and we just call? No. No, 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 no. All right, and then this other satellite still has 17 minutes and 35 seconds of registration left. They're giving away 6 tickets and a few consolation cash prizes. And we're third in chips, so, you know, we're in pretty good spot to get that Sati seat, too. So let's just save all this money, y'all. Let's keep the run good going. We're going to just go ahead and flat here. I'm experimenting with more limping behinds. Like, unless I like, there's a handful of hands like in early position that I want to balance limping aces and kings and ace king with on occasion at certain depths, but I don't know. This isn't really a hand I want to ISO with, right? Because when I'm playing against another player that's deep stacked, the big blind has like nearly 70 bigs. I don't really want to like get into a big pot with him with such a trash hand, as it were. I'm still getting sticky with the king high here, though. I think we check and win here, right? No, boo. There's a small chance we got to check and win. Definitely not wanting to value bet. Got a couple of hooks here and a couple of hooks there. May they fare well on both boards. We've opened both of them. All right, we get a raise and take it on the final table. Got the monotone board here. Such a pretty song. I just want to go on a walk with you. All right, we've made the jack high flush. We haven't really faced any resistance, any betting the whole way. Gonna bet small, get called by worse. That's the game plan. Get a really quick call out of crownless, so I'm not too worried about that hand. He wanted me to know he folded a set of fives. Very impressive. We got called by the 10 of diamonds. Surgical value recipients. Surgical, just surgical. Less than single digit money. Yes. Okay, we have now profited more than 80 cents. We have now profited $5 whole in the $5 Sati. We're good for $10. And if we can make it to third place, we will get that $100 value. And we're spending it one way or the other. Oh my God, look at this massive pot that broke out here in the micro. Oh my God, aces, kings, and queens? What are the chances? 3 stacks for the little red elf. Congrats, my friend. Right, remember he checked back flop, so... Oh my God, and then we just get it. Gut shot Sally. Call me gut shot Sally. I'm a gut shot Sally. She a gut shot Sally, and she's getting that Sadie seat one way or another. Oh, let's go. Al Sargent bringing some life into the YouTube chat. She's ignoring you, Waco. I'm used to it. I talk to him constantly. Stop. The other day, I was explaining to one of my clients that I live in Texas and my wife lives in Jersey. He said it sounded like a perfect marriage. Oh, whatever. You miss me all the time. Lame ass. Oh my God. Please stop going away, music. All right, I'm feeling spicy. Defense. Defense. Ooh, new chip leader. Give me my seat. Give me my seat. Give me my seat. I want my seat. But we're still pretty deep, y'all. The two shortest, everybody's pretty evened out. Like, we're a bit ahead of the pack, and we want to keep it that way. So we got to apply some pressure, which is why I'm going to open this one. because they all kind of hate their lives right now, right? They're trying to wait out each other. I'm the only one that has a few chips to lose, you know? But they may try to trap me. This is definitely a flop. I want to be checking back a lot, especially versus an opponent I know has the capability of being sticky or rebluffing me. So we may just have to surrender this pot. It sucks, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do here, you know? Yeah, I have 10 high. Let's just like stab at it. See what we get. Yeah, I wanted to just not even sniff at it, really. I wanted to not even sniff at it, really, but I couldn't help myself. Oh, that's a pretty good flop for our hand. I want all of it. I want all of it. All of it, please. Oh, no. He has the better flush draw. Oh, my God, but I hit a... Oh, that's some run good. That's some run good. All right, this is going to be the last hand before break. And I've lost the chip lead on this table, but again, they're giving away 3 seats. So there's no extra prize or whatnot. All right, let me show you that reel I made. I'm so proud of my little reel, y'all. Boop, 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 doo. I also made a bunch of TikTok dancing reels today. I had a lot of energy, which is weird because I didn't sleep. And sometimes when my sleep schedule is so messed up, like I got to the point where I was like falling asleep between like 7 and 8 a.m. and waking up between 3 and 4. So I'm literally like waking up and the sun is already kind of starting to set because it's wintertime. And it was just like the worst place for me to be. So I'm like, you know what? We're not sleeping. We're going to power through. And that's the Caitlin that you're dealing with right now. All right. This is the reel I made yesterday.
At the gut shot, we are going to be raising the price of poker. Failure. Not what I meant. I need to hit a 7. Oh! Misclick again. What was that? That was a lot for my blood pressure. At the gut shot, we are going to be...
I don't know how to show you the TikToks that I made. They're just silly, goofy dancing TikToks. Let me point the microphone towards my dumb mouth so you can hear me. Mr. Perfectly Fine. But I did that. So the 2 trends I did was there's the one to the Tyla song. Do you know the Tyla? Oh, excuse me. The Tyla song, Put Me in Chanel. All right, let me catch up on my correspondence, y'all. Oh, let me turn the music back on. Why is it... It used to let me do other things. All right, you get a music break. Okay, just going to send my friend a little encouragement. She's having a tough week. got some baby pictures. All right. Yay, James didn't break anything. Y'all want to hear a fun fact about my husband, James, today? He was taking my car to the shop because I haven't been driving my car all year, and it's like a 2010 or whatever. And he was getting out of the garage so that the tow truck could tow it. And he tripped under the car, and the car rolled over him. And all day long, I was like, why don't you go to the hospital? Why don't you go to the hospital? It sounds like really painful. Like, why don't you go? Like, we don't even make sure you didn't break a rib. So I finally convinced him to go and make sure he didn't break anything. And he didn't break anything. Yay. And now he gets pain meds. See, he walked around in pain all day when if he had listened to me, his wife, immediately, he would have been he would have been better off. Listen to your wives, y'all. We know what's best. Okay. All right, 8 seconds, and then we're back. Ooh, and then we got that like all in or fold table. I gotta get that one up so that we can watch that. The shootout match, the shootout free roll. Ah! Hold on. Ah! Hold on! Ah! Oh my God, what is it called? Did I just lose? Did I win? Oh, I won. But, oh, shit. Okay, that was scary. Okay. Whew. So I didn't miss the second one. So I've won 2 in a row now. We've won 2 in a row. 2 in a row. There are only 9 of us left. Oh, my God, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God, y'all. It's the night of the show, y'all. This is a shootout match. It will be paired with an opponent if the current round is complete at all tables. Oh, I got it. So this is a... What did I win a Saturday to? Y'all, I'm exhausted. What did I just win this Saturday to? Let me get you a table to look at, and I'll figure out what I just won a Saturday to. All right. So this is a mystery bounty. So I want it 5 entries to the $100. Wait, was this to the 50K? Oh, y'all, you got to get in these shootouts. This was a free roll into the $100 event on, this is the one on Sunday, right? Yeah, the one on, or did I win a seat to the Sadie, in the Saddies tonight? Y'all, I'm exhausted. I don't. Okay, so this is the free roll step into the. Okay, so I won a free roll ticket into the $10 Sadie, which starts in 12 minutes. And then the $10 Sadie is into the $100 event on Sunday. Okay, we figured it out. What a relief. All right, I don't think we need to be calling all this, y'all. I think we need to just take our chips and run. We gotta believe him. I mean, they're no. What are we to believe that he is bluffing with? You know, just like true air on an absolute spaz. How likely? Quite unlikely, I imagine. Thanks for your subby, Tom. Ace versus King versus Queen. Gotta root for the queens, even outside of Pride Month. 100%, Andy. That's a disgusting misclick tail. Love that it worked out for you. I know, right? That was crazy. And because it was extra painful because I had won the Sadie seat into the $250. So it was like a $250, but like a $250 that I had like freshly earned, which for whatever reason, you'd think that would make it less valuable because it's only really $15. But to me, it was like, no, I earned that $250 and I have to turn that into at least $250 because it's really only $15. But if I lose it, then it's $0 again. When I had 15. I don't know. All right, Money's in here talking. What's Money saying? Now I understand what you're saying about the documentary series. Thank you for giving context. Also, do you know what time of day you'll have the skit available on YouTube? No. I might get it out by tomorrow night. I mean, posting on the weekend is kind of dust but it's a really hot story, so I want to get it out as soon as possible while everyone's still talking about it and excited about it. So I'm probably going to crash tonight after the stream and then wake up early tomorrow. And it would be really cool if I could get it up by Saturday night, but I don't know. I'm going to try because you got to strike while the iron's hot and all that. Also, pertain to what you had said about the documentary, I think it's a compelling series. I guess you're right in that you had so many people and they could streamline it a bit more and they could have done better with the conflict. I mean, hey, it's a beautiful series. They made a good show. I'm excited that people are investing money into poker and telling poker stories and getting people to fall in love with poker players. I love Jesse Lonis. I haven't watched his segment yet. I love Alan Keating. I haven't watched his segment yet. So I may just have watched a bit of the slow start, so to speak. All right. For the 3x 6-5 offsuit and a Sadie where they're giving away 10. Yeah, I think we got to let it go. It's Fall Fest up in here, y'all. Okay, I gotta keep an eye out for that table that's gonna pop up at perhaps any moment. I just let go of that ace 10. Oh my god. What a prescient fold, y'all. Would have gotten coolered. Would have coolered my tits off. Meanwhile, down here in this $5 mimic mystery, who knows what's going on there? All right, the $100 15K event, which is the largest event that's running tonight, has begun. But we are still in the Sadie trying to play for free. 3 of 7 left. We've secured our $10 up from 5. And we just secured another $10 up from 0, winning our shootouts. How fun. And that Sadie starts here in 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pre-reg the Raz tournament because Raz is still my favorite mixed game, and I'm learning some of the nuances of it right now. I low-key hate it because you have to play so loose essentially that you just take these crazy swings. But I wouldn't have to not pre-flop. You don't have to play so loose pre-flop, but it's just once you're in a pot, you're in there, and it's time to fight. Especially today in the horse tournament, there was a fair amount of, I don't want to say there were a ton of passive players, but there were enough passive players that I needed to keep my husband called me and I sat out. I sat out the table completely because I was no, we gotta dial in for this shit. Okay, look at this horrible position I've gotten myself into. I hate it. Fuck my life. Talking too much, Caitlin. This was a disaster of a hand. Why the hell did I call that turn? What in the hell was I thinking? I was ahead the whole time in a variety of ways. All right, we got 36 minutes of reg left in this micro. Meanwhile, trying to bust people on this table. I'm not doing a very good job of it. Yeah, I'll get, you know what Money, if you're giving this ringing endorsement for the WSOP series, I'm going to give it another try Maybe the first 2 episodes were a little slow, and I got a little turned off by Wolfgang hitting on Lexi in front of Bob a little bit, her husband. But I don't know. Maybe it deserves another look-see, another turnabout. Maybe they saved the juicy bits for episodes 4 through 6, and that's on me for not making it there. Oh my god, my phone's... Epidemic Sound used to let me like do other things while I play on my phone while I played the music, and now it doesn't. Very irritating. Very, very irritating. All right, we also got that mini Friday Fright Night starting in 20 minutes. We've got another Sadie about to load, so we may wait to reg that until at least one of these Sadies has what's it called? Reckoned with itself. All right, reg closed in both of our Sadies. Trying to make something happen. What's up, trucker? Let's misclick for 75 bigs. Let's do it, trucker. Let's do it. I can't outplay him. Rather be lucky than good, sir. Rather be lucky than good. Put it on my tombstone. Tattoo it on my forehead and my heart. Oh my god, I'm getting to that Jack 10 hand that I misplayed. I should have just let out on flop. I don't know what I was thinking. I let it get away from me. And now, unfortunately, I'm in the middle stack classifications where I'm just in ICM prison. All right, well, we'll let these guys go to battle, obviously. We're definitely rooting for the numbers. Oh, no, we're rooting for the Dolphin. Go, Dolphin, go. We need a 7. Oh, no. Oh, no. He made 2 boats. Excess of boats. But, hey, at least we got one person off the docket. Still got that $10 locked up. We need to be top 3. All right, we cover. Here we go. Here we go. It's a flip. Let's go. Let's hold. One more. Whee! All right. That should do it. That puts us in a really good spot, y'all. Puts us in a really good spot. Oh, my God. I swear to God. This music's going to make me have a brain aneurysm. I'm going to punch a jerk in the face. Ugh. Just take it. Just take it. Ain't nothing I can do about that, sir. Again, just a reminder, this is a limp pot. I was in the big blind, and we have checked through the flop, and I've seen all I need to. I've seen all I need to. What's up, Bet Hoy? Thank you for being a first-time chatter with us. I hope you consider throwing me a follow. You can use those custom Caitlin emotes. And then, of course, if you'd like to watch commercial free, you can always consider a subscription. I do love a subby. All right, let me rename this. This is the Fall Fest Mimic Sunday. All right. So this is the satellite that we... this is the satellite that we won the seat to in the shootout, which was that all in or fold heads up thing. I think we only had to win 3 hands. So y'all, get in there on these free rolls. Pick that money up off the floor. What you doing? Get in there. Hey DJ, oh, you just busted the Saudi that you are in for the seat to the 8K guarantee. Dadgummit, brother. I hate that for you. I will say about episode 3 that from the comments, people did not like the content creators in episode 3. I don't know specifically why, but they were not thought of very highly. I didn't watch the second half of the episode. Hopefully people were nice to Lexi. I like Lexi a great deal. Lexi and I worked together. That's part of the reason why Wolfgang turned me off so much, is I thought he was being kind of low-key disrespectful to her and her husband. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, hopefully people gave Lexi good feedback. I think she's a really likable, hard-working gal who I have a lot of affection for. But I can see what happened with Wolf. I mean, Wolfgang was just a little crass, a little feeling himself. You know, ordering the cheesy gold chain and whatnot. What the fuck is this? Kev Smith, what are you doing? Is this just always a queen? This is 100% always a queen? Okay, well, I forgot that my clock was timed out, so that decision got made for me. That was probably for the best. You're not going to get a fold here, Kev. You are not going to get a fold here. You have been too aggressive. Well, damn. I was all excited to call you down, brother. What the hell? Rob me of a good time. Varies from month to month if they stream it. Oh, the Art of Poker. You're playing Art of Poker on. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I always forget what day of the week it is. Being a degenerate, crazy wanderluster the way I am. All right, good night, Andy. Thanks for coming in to hang out with us. I'm gonna go sleep till my toxic gay man chat will end. It's not toxic at all, Andy. You're always welcome in this chat. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Oh, we're really rooting for... All right, me and these 3 stacks are just really going to battle here. Really rooting for a boost out. All right. We're bluffing. Hope it goes well for us. This is a micro mini. I think I have the best hand, but I'm still going to check once more. Like I said. Did my bluff work? My bluff worked. He folded. My attention was elsewhere at the time of said fold, but we got it. Oh, wait. This is a Saudi too. Let's put this felt in yellow. Just so we can keep straight what is what. I think you got to fold this, y'all. think I gotta fold that. Versus the button. Probably versus the small blind I call, but just a little bit too wide. I forgot to mention I'll be playing enough $2,000 free roll starting at 8 on the other site they're playing on. Oh, dope. Oh my god, I keep getting folded out. I'm going to cry. We yeeted. We power yeeted. Flips. We're flipping. Oh, we need a 10. Ace, queen. 10, ace, queen. Got him. The Newt straight. Broadway. That is what they call Broadway. All right, we've fallen to become the shortest stack 5-handed here, but like I said, from sort of the beginning of this play and the turbo structure that we're in, that's just kind of the nature of the beast. We're not panicking. We're just waiting for the best spot, and hopefully someone else will bust in front of us. Hopefully 2 people will bust in front of us is the real goal. All right, our big blind again. Ugh. Look at that trash. Look at that trash they've dealt me. Absolute trash. I'm trash. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bust, 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 bust. Oh, there are no winners here. Oh my God, clubs. Clubs, clubs, clubs. All right, now we only have to beat one person, but unfortunately they all have more chips than we do. We got 14 and 19 bigs here, so really need a double, but we still have a couple of chances to be picky, maybe. Oh, oh, we got it. We got it. Good luck us. All right, nice little pickup. Nice little pickup. Oh, where's that? Wait a second. Here we go. All right, Oliver. He don't believe me, and I don't know why. Well, he certainly didn't. All right, good luck us. Good luck us. This could be it. I don't even know if I'm rooting for a call. Ace, ace, ace. Give me some paint. Ace, 6, queen. We had so many outs. We could have hit a 6 and 8. All right, we're going to settle for our $10 consolation prize, and we're going to go ahead and hop into that $100 event. Let me get my tables right. There's my PKO. There's the micro. People be playing real crazy in this micro, by the way. All right, we're jumping into event number 2. Event number 2. There she is. I'm gonna try not to clock out of these tables, but we got a lot going on tonight. May have to take a break from the chatty chats. All right, this is an actual event. So we're going to color it as such. And that's how we keep our ducks in a row. Yellow felts are saddies. Green felts are actual events. Okay, killing it, killing it. Good luck in the mini, DJ. I think the comments of episode 3 have more to do with perhaps Wolfgang than Lexi. I could be wrong, but I think it's more towards that, and even was not towards Wolfgang. I think it was content creators in general. They were not very happy in the comment section about that. They got no love in that episode. That makes sense. I think it's probably hard for a lot of poker players that worked hard for a really long time, and all of a sudden they finally became good enough to be sponsored based on just like their results, I guess, like if it were back, 20 years ago or whatever. But now it's all content creators. Tough month for Wolfgang, eh? Hope he's got a strong support system help him through these tough times. I haven't spent a lot of time with him. I actually met him back in the day before he was like the Wolfgang, like when he came to Texas and he was just up and coming content creator, and he getting some drone footage and all the rest. I don't know why I checked that turn. Distracted more than anything, probably. Well, because I wanted that 3 big blinds, I guess. But maybe you could have gotten more. Senior Stinks already busted someone, it would appear. Wait, is this not a PKO? I don't see bounties on people. It must not be a PKO. Why is it called the Friday Night Fight? I assumed it was going to be a PKO. No, I think it's just regular degular, y'all. It appears to be a regular degular. Pinto Bean Poker, you won your seat. You won your seat because I didn't. Oh, we got Jay Newman. As you don't know, Jeremy used to deal to me in Texas, and now we battle each other on Zfelt. He's in Michigan, I believe, though. Ugh, I want to be sticky, but I just can't do it. All right, I got good news over here. We've got aces again. An embarrassment of Rishis tonight with the ones. I heard clicking was back. I'm gonna 3-bet Mr. Harry over here. No slow roll for you. Ooh. Ah, they never make it easy, do they? Ooh, it's a pretty good result. I'm going to go 40%, which is like that. That was less than 40%. I'm smoking crack. I don't think that 9 is weak enough that we can bluff. What you got, Pinto Bean? What do you got? Show me what you got. He says he got it. I'm inclined to believe him. Well, that 3-bet pot did not go our way, friends. Well, it's looking like we're going to get the $50 seat. So I think we're still doing pretty good on Saddies, all things considered, because we free rolled into the 1 Saddie. We doubled our money on the 1 Saddie. So the mini and the $100 one cancel each other out. But then we got into this one, and then if we get the $50 one, yeah, we'll be cooking. We'll be cooking with gas. There are 21 players left, and they're giving away 10 seats. Sorry about all the music issues tonight. I don't know what's going on. Can I like lock this screen for the love of God, please? I know how to lock the orientation, but I don't know how to lock the, what's it called? For it to not die. All right, we have rejammed with 2 ladies. All right, in a pretty good spot and not such a great spot. Oh, terrible spot. Boo. Boo. Well, it was a free roll. Hard to be mad about losing in a free roll. Hard, but not impossible. I've seen it done. It's just garbage, so we're gonna raise it up. Got him. Ooh, we got a goot shot. All right, now we've got a flush draw to go with our gut shot. Now we have 8 high. Well, we're in for $0, so we're in with 8 high. Oh my God, he had the nuts. Effective trap. All right, well, GG on the free roll, Sadie. Now we can enter the mini. Now we're in Fall Fest event number 3. So we're in 1, 2, and 3 now. What's up, Krusty77? Good to see you. Welcome back to the chat. How's life been? I really hope that Advil kicks in soon. I gotta be real with y'all. Oh my God, we got Alan. What's up, Alan? James, beware your woman playing loose. Too funny. Hey, didn't know you streamed. I'm Pinto Bean. Good luck tonight. All right, Pinto Bean. We're going to mark you friend of the stream. Friend of stream YouTube. And you are Jake. Nice to meet your acquaintance, Jack. That's what I said. You were excited for the bounties. An error had occurred while attempting to update your notes file. See the log file for details. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. My stars crashed. All right, is everybody back up? Oh, everything's turned around. Ah! Give me a second, y'all. I'm working on it. There we go. Okay, so if you're just joining us, we got 4 tables open. We're playing in Fall Fest events 1, 2, and 3. Event number 1 is a $5 micro. Event number 2 is the $100 15K guarantee. That's the big event of the night. And then we are also in a Sadie for the $50 PKO. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay, we got him. It was a flush draw. I think I've got all my tables back in order now after my little crash there. All right, we're back in business. I may take a break from the music because it's just like stressing me out that it keeps crashing. Maybe it was just that playlist. Maybe we'll have some more luck in a different playlist. Not that playlist. Got a couple of hooks down here in the micro. All right, down to 15 players in this PKO satellite. Players 11 and 12 get a small cash consolation prize, but those top 10 players secure the $50. And we are down to 14, so just almost at that direct money bubble. We're cooking, good looking. All gravy, baby. Okay. Y'all, there's also a $10 satellite running for the main event, which is event number 42. That's the one that's going to be on November 30th, the 2-day event. I want to say that's $100, 100K guarantee, but in any event, that starts soon if you want to throw your hat in that ring. Ooh. We have flopped 3 of a kind over here. Very strong hand. And I'm with a bunch of big stacks. Definitely think we want to bet here. That feels like a good amount. All right, and we've been risen right away. We're gonna try to get it all, y'all. All right, he said he was just kidding. He said just kidding. All right, we're being put to test for our chippies here in the micro. Ooh, got quite a fortuitous flop. Oh my gosh, what a river. What a river to stay alive in the micro. And we are now chip leading this PKO on the direct money bubble. That's low-key pretty cool, eh? I'm gonna start opening some stuff. As a limp pot, I don't feel like I need to attack it. Oh no, Jake Pinto, you got moved off my table. I don't think you busted. If you busted while I was paying attention to another table, GG. Good luck on the next one. I'm gonna raise the price of poker here a little bit just because we're on the direct money bubble. Really apply that pressure. Try to get some people to bust. Flop went check, check here. Got him. Definitely going to be squeeze 3-betting here in position. Two bullet him. And we will be checking back if he allows us to. He did not. And I just have to assume we're beat there. Yeah, why not? You know, YOLO. I feel like I can 3-bet here as a bluff, but that's about it. Got him. Flip. Oh, we lost the flip. So early we lost the flip. Quads. Overkill. All right. We are out of the mini. Bullet 1. And another one. And another one. Oh, shit. It's on me. I'm going to go ahead and c-bet that just because I want to regret my life. Got him. Not versus the pot size bet. Not versus the pot size bet. We're still on this stone money bubble, by the way. Flying aces in the big blind as the short stack. We're going to have a break here in 4 minutes. Going to give y'all a proper break. I got to go to the bathroom. Ooh, we got an all in over here. Finish him! Finish him! Come on, Scott. Be a real hero. All right. Got him. All right. We are in the Mooney. Locked up $4.15. So we've locked up an 85-cent loss. The worst we're going to do is lose 85 cents. All right. Good luck. Got him. Micro. I think the reg is already closed for that one. We're cooking with gas now. When does this PKO start? The PKO starts in 6 minutes. And appropriately, we are on the money bubble. Almost like they know what they're doing. All right, hand for hand play in progress. Is it 11 seats after all? No, 11. The 11th place finisher gets $10. And everybody else gets the 50. Damn it. All right, what's going on here in the mini? All right, fine. Fuck it. I might get to check this down and win. What the hell? All right, this is the last hand I have to play. All right, I'm going to go. You tell me if he had anything. Oh, ace on the river. Good fold. All right, I'm going to mute my mic and everything. I'm going to remember to turn it back off. Oh my God, y'all. Almost time to add aces. But we got there. Excuse me. All right, I was kind of getting annoyed with the music going on and off. I'm going to see if I can play it on my desktop. What's up, Bubba Boy? Thanks for being a first-time chatter. What's up, Passwords Dorito Taco? Welcome back. Good to see y'all. If y'all are new to my chat, I encourage you to follow. You can use those custom Caitlin emotes just like Password Dorito Taco just did with those ukuleles. You can do an ukulele, any number of Caitlin's silly faces. Y'all, here's a reminder to look out for those fake Seth Davies profile. It's got an extra eye in it. Look out for these. No one has, I mean, I don't know if I should be offended, but like nobody has ever, that I know of, attempted to make a fake account of mine and try to crypto scam anybody. I mean, I am very public about despising crypto and not understanding it. So that might play a key factor. I don't know. Let me see. I think Epidemic Sound has a web browser. I could have done this on the break, you might be thinking, but I had to go to the bathroom during the break. Ooh, a couple of cowboys down in the mini. Let's take a peek. This one need to be just a smidge bigger maybe. Ooh, no action. Oh, is that AJ? Is that DJ? I think that might be you, buddy. No. Your name is Lyric. Your name is Lyric, but I think this is also a friend of the stream, if memory serves. All right, really hoping to just like finish up this Sadie. We're on the bubble for the seat now. I mean, I could try to jam and force him to fold, but I don't know why. When he's going to check back so much. Or bet pot, Caitlin. No, I already have an account. Where's login? I found it. Make it hard to find that login. All right. Use to sign in with Google. I'm just going to bet really big because he has to fold. Because it is the bubble. For the Sadie seat. Also in a spot over here in the mini. Going 3 ways to the flop. Probably going to check that one. All right, and Raz is starting. We're going to be 5-tabling for the first time in a long time. I don't know if I've ever attempted to 5-table on stream. We might get a little quiet. I think that's an open. That's a fold. That's a fold. Oh my God, all my clocks are running out. This is terrible. By the way, what a run out for ace king. Look at this bullshit. just a 4-liner. Whatever, we didn't lose any more. Okay, beautiful. I think I can play on my desktop. Hopefully this works. Maybe too far away from y'all. That's too loud for me. Can y'all hear that? How's that? This music, oh my God. All right, let me get that Raz table loaded for y'all. Good Lord. So many things to do. I can take it, I can handle. All right, we're hand for hand in the satellite. I think that's the only thing to be done there. All right. All right, I'll kind of keep you anchored on this Sadie since we're trying to burst this bubble, you know? He's sitting out. That's a strat. What are the blinds at? Oh yeah, he's still got like 8 bigs behind. What? All right, finally got a Raz hand. All right, in this game, you're trying to make the worst 5 cards. You don't have to qualify. He could have paired. I don't think it's the worst thing to call here. He can have a mate 8. I draw to 1. We're calling. Flushes and straights don't matter here, by the way. All right, now I think we have to be gone. A fold. We really want 3 cards under 8 to start with in Raz, especially since we're so early in the tournament. We're also, you know, even stacked, but we're also playing, you know, 5-handed. Okay, so a full ring is 6. So it's not like playing, when you're playing 3-handed, it's hard. And since I've been making so many final tables, when we get back to the beginning of the tournament, I have to remind myself how tight to play. Like, this is just a fold here with a 6 behind, probably. Unless I can assume Clevy's going to be, like, never stealing. Now that I see that he missed the obvious steal spot, I can start to look at those spots a little bit wider. Where maybe I have a pair on board, or maybe I have, like, some paint underneath, but I just know that he's going to be playing so tight that I have to steal his steals, essentially, is a concept that I'm learning in Raz. Is you got to find those. And FYI, Clevy, if you're watching, that's your free advice. Okay, you're supposed to defend pretty wide, but I think with a 5 and a deuce removed, and I have an 8 here as my second card, I don't think I need to be getting involved with that hand. Especially since I just gave y'all the speech about how I was going to play tight in that event. All right, this is the mini table. And then I'm in a spot on the bubble here. I'm open-ended. That would be a really disguised hand. Could possibly burst the bubble with that. Now we're probably done. We could apply pressure, but like why? Why? 10 people get the seat, y'all. 10 people get the seat. 19 in the middle. Is there any value to that? All right, let me pre-fold some of this garbage, see where I'm at. All right, I can fold that, thank God. I've opened 9s over here in the mini, monotone flop. That should be a check. And then in the micro, I'm defending my big blind. It didn't go well. Raz, I folded. I had a king, and everybody else had wheel cards. I think we're still checking with the 9s. We're folding here. There's so many tables, y'all. Am I nailing it? Am I nailing it? Someone give me positive feedback. Music feedback. James likes the music. Does anybody else have music opinions? All right, we're just all in the Satty here with King Jack on the bubble. This is the chip leader. It worked, it worked. Just stealing shit. Well, it would have worked if we had busted somebody, but at this point, you know, we're bleeding them out. All right, the 9s are getting put to the test. How big is that bet? It's well over half size pot. I don't have a spade in my hand. And honestly, some of their bluffs should contain some of that. So a 9 maybe sometimes. So, all right, we got a Raz hand. So he limped in a 9. That's interesting. He also has all the chips. I think I can just get away here. We've got a sticky chip leader, and I drew bad, and the other wheel card drew good. I think we can just get out of the way. All right, this is where we're at in the event number 2, $100 buy-in. Senior Stinks, who we put that really bad beat on with the, RIP Senior Stinks. He's the one who had aces when we hit that gut shot that I made the clip out of, that you may have seen on social media or have been around earlier in the stream to see. 5 tables is so many. Like, how are these streamers doing 8 and 10? Like, are you joking? I just folded a raggy ace in the cutoff in the micro because I only have 31 bigs. And even though that table is just like, the $5 tables have all sorts of characters on them. I have very few people marked on the $5 tables. As you know, I don't play with a HUD. So sometimes when we run these series, I get a whole new cast of characters that I don't have the breakdown on. Boo, kings in the hole. Ooh, we got a hand in the big one. This is the biggest guarantee of the night. It's 15K. How's everybody doing out there? Heat check, pulse check. Who's still listening? Who's live on the airwaves? What do you want to talk about? How are you feeling? Tell me everything. All right, we make it 3.5 here. Fold a pair in Raz. I don't even have time to look at the other hole cards. Was it a steal spot? Yeah, it was a steal spot. Oopsies. Damn it. All right, we're all in. In the satellite. We've got 2 people under 5 big blinds. When Scott gets out of the way, we can be kind of out of line. I think that would have been a little too outrageous, but you know, we're just keeping that in mind.